Good morning, Facebook family. I am out for a walk this morning and it is a bit chilly in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but God knows that I love water fountains. For me, it's always a physical representation of the abundance of His goodness toward us, of His overflowing mercies and grace and love that He so generously blesses us with every day, and that He definitely depicted through the life and the death and the resurrection of His Son, Jesus Christ. And so I just want to say a couple of words about God's goodness today. We live in a very broken, fallen world. The longer that I have served as a trauma specialist and a master life coach, I realize that everybody on the face of the planet has some amount of unhealed trauma and emotional baggage. And because of that, people operate in the anger or the fear or the bitterness or the resentment or the cruelty or what have you, that is rooted in their unhealed trauma wounds. And so because our world, I'm gonna have you guys take a walk with me now, because our world is full of angry, bitter people who are not able to stop and smell the roses and watch the ducks swim, and who, for whatever reason, because of strongholds in their mindset, in their mind, will, and emotions, they're not able to live their life carefree just like these ducks are. These ducks are happy to just be swimming around this morning, even though the water is really cold. And because of that, they lack the ability to walk in the overflow of God's love and grace and mercy and kindness. And because we live in a world that is full of broken, angry, bitter, hateful, critical people, I'm not trying to paint a bad picture, I'm just being honest about the world that we live in. But because we live in a world that is full of people that are broken and angry, we often experience traumatization and mistreatment and injustices through the hands or the mouths or the actions of people that are broken. The saying that hurt people end up hurting people, it's so very, very true. But I want you to know that God is an amazing, merciful, gracious, loving Heavenly Father. You guys, it took me many years in my own trauma healing journey for God to reintroduce Himself to me and to really give me a revelation and an awareness of His true nature and the overflowingness of His goodness and His mercy and His kindness and His generosity. And as I came face to face with that, just multiple amazing encounters in prayer, in the place of reading His Word, in the place of just sitting and listening to Him speak to me through His Word, I've become aware of just how good our God is. And so today, if you are struggling with believing that God is a good God and that He wants good things for you, let me reiterate Jeremiah 29:11 over you. And that is this, that God knows the plans that He has for you. Plans that are for your good, not for evil. Plans that are supposed to give you a hope and a future and joy. And what we have to do as sons and daughters of God is we have to get to a place where we are walking in such intimate daily fellowship with the Lord, even off and on throughout our entire day, that we become impervious. Well, maybe that's not the right adjective, that we become undevourable by the enemy. In other words, that we are so full of His love and joy and peace that He overflows upon us just like this water fountain, that we are able to easily deflect the angry, bitter, evil, manipulative, hateful ways of broken people in our communities and in our society. I hope that maybe this has been a little bit of encouragement to you. But as we're looking at this water fountain, I want you to know that right now, God desires to cascade His love, His grace, and His mercy upon your every moment of your every day. He desires to bring you into close, intimate fellowship and relationship with Him. He has already exhibited the immensity of His great love for us through the death, burial, and resurrection of His Son, Jesus Christ. And I just encourage you to get alone with God today and ask Him to begin to reveal to you the immensity of His goodness and His kindness, of His generosity and His grace. All right, you guys, that's it. I hope you have an amazing day.